Hello, Peter. Hi, Luba. Good to
Hi.
see
Okay, we have
you.
we
Just
have
one, Peter, if you could spend just a few seconds talking a little bit about bringing freshness and that unknown, stepping into the unknown for the couple who've been together
Uh-huh.
many years.
Yeah. So, you know what a heart share is, I assume?
I'm sorry.
You know what a heart share is?
Oh, yeah. We practice that a lot.
Yeah. So,
for people who don't know, like
okay.
we, yeah, could you speak a little bit like
Sure.
what is it?
It's a little ritual of sorts in which you can use a candle if you want, but the two of you are setting aside a time in which, for a certain period of time, and we just do it organically, one person speaks, usually with your eyes closed, so that you just are with yourself, and you just speak what's ever in your heart right now, from the last time you had a heart share, or from whatever that is, what's living in your heart, and the other person simply receives it without any kind of response, without coming back to question anything, just hears it. And then after that person's done, the other person speaks their heart, not in response to what they just heard, but what lives in them as an individual. And in that tenderness, a lot of things get revealed, and vulnerability happens, and a connection happens. And then after that, you can have some kind of conversation out of that. But to really give each other the space for that is really, really important. And as far as sexuality is concerned and creativity around all of that, I mean, there's ways to deliberately do pattern interrupts. And I mean, you can do that with food. You can do that with when you have dinner. You can do that in all kinds of ways. There are ways that to become. I am my own workshop exercise creator. Okay. That's what I do with Peter. Not only do I do it for other people, but I definitely, am always creating it. I hope I run into somebody that pushes my buttons today, so I can see how I respond to that, or just kind of getting out of the ordinary, going to the grocery store and stopping outside and saying, I'm not here to go out buy groceries, I'm here to spread love. And then there's a different experience that happens in that grocery store than just the routine of shopping. So I think it's about bringing awareness and newness and freshness, and not assuming because Donna didn't want to give me a blowjob last week that she doesn't want to give me a blowjob today, and to really be, Donna, I'd really love that today. How's that for you? That kind of thing. So to not sit in assumptions of history and that that energy of the past, and to go to Donna, not knowing who she is as a sexual being versus my assumptions about who she is as a sexual being, because those assumptions can be deadly. And she still may not want to give me a blowjob, but that's okay. At least my job is to speak up. My job is to say what's present for me, and then I get what I get, or I don't get what I get. But my thing is to say what's on my mind, what's in my heart, what's in my genitals. And then there's a process that starts that wouldn't start if I sit in assumptions and routines and history, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Peter. And that reminds me how, like, to be with people who are open to talk about, like, on these topics, like to collect ideas. Like when we have group of women, we discuss so many things that I'm like, wow, every time I have new stuff to try. Like there is a mask for our vulva. Like you can use a mask for vulva. I never heard about it before, and now like ladies told me. So it's just like. Food, so many varieties of food, because we're comfortable talking about it, right? Like to be in environments where we can talk with people about like on these topics. Peter, it was so amazing to have you. I feel like I will have to invite you again because like so many questions. It's great time. This hour just flew by. Thank you so much. And if we want more of you, what are you offering? What are you doing in the world?
Well, I have a private practice that I've had for 35 years, and that's basically on Zoom, although I have a deck that I see people at my house in San Anselmo too. And then I do a meditation class that it's 8 weeks long. I'm in the middle of one of those right now. It's based on my book, Living Life in Love. And then there's this brand new thing in my life with you, Luba. And so Luba and I are offering a course celebrating sexuality and spirituality. And we're in the, it's so alive with you. It's just so much fun. And as the idea came up, I said, I'll continue as long as I'm having fun. That's my only criteria. And that hasn't wavered for a moment. We're just having a great time creating it. And that's part of the incentive of coming here tonight, is to let people know about that. And I'm just so adore you. And I'm so curious how we're going to show up together, with people on Zoom at this point, and how that'll all turn out. But definitely, it's the most fun I've had in years creating anything with someone else. You're great, really.
Oh my God. Thank you, Peter. That means a lot. And I'm sharing link next Wednesday. We are offering free introduction to this course that we created, the 8 weeks course, which will start end of April. And next week, like next Wednesday, there is free intro. Come join, hang out with us, have fun with us. I'm just like doing it with Peter is such an honor. I can't believe it's happening, and I'm having a blast, and I'm learning a lot. So thank you so much, Peter.
You're welcome, and I'm honored to do it with you as well. Very easy.
Oh, thank you.